Okay, now we're streaming and we're live. Great. And recording. So what we're going to do is look at this GitLab issue. This is all open source, so you can read it, you can find it. So far all I've done is assign it to me. What we know is, so this has come from an accessibility audit. You can see the details here. Okay. So on these screen recordings, we'd expect to find something that says like
VoiceOver on Safari. Administrator / copy project ID button main. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control next link.
Okay, so this is a recording of the screen reader in action. I'm going to try to put it on the right screen setting for you.
Administrator / sample project.
Okay, cool.
Skip to main content. You are currently on a link. Inside link. Homepage.
Alright, we can only make this full screen, but so this here, it says Ultimate Trial and it's got an SVG. I think this is what we're looking for. This SVG does not have the correct alt tag, so we're gonna, first thing we're gonna do is reproduce this in the GDK, which means we're gonna have to sign up for a trial. So this might be an interesting and difficult thing to do. So we'll start with this. So we should have the GDK running. Okay, we need to run migration. Okay, that's going to take a little while, so while it's going, yeah, what I'm going to do is, let's save that. Okay, cool. Yeah, what I'm going to do is try to find this part.
Project 0 GitLab.
So you see Ultimate Trial and it says day 5 out of 30. So what I'm going to look for is some translation string that just says Ultimate Trial. So I've already looked here. This one, it says start an Ultimate Trial, and what I want it to, I think I just want it to say Ultimate Trial because that's what it says on the screen. Okay, great. So this is testing the page that we want to. This is testing the section that we want to fix. So I'll just make this a bit bigger. So we can read the test and then work it out from there, or we can keep looking through the content. So this also has the same text that we're looking for, like day out of. This is a JavaScript test. The other one is like a Ruby test. So this is an end-to-end test usually, and this is just a component test. So if we know this handles the trial status widget, then we're probably looking for the trial status widget, which hasn't come up surprisingly. So we're gonna just copy the name, and we're gonna find it. So we're doing Control P, and instead of looking for spec, I want the actual view component itself. So this is the trial status widget. So somewhere in here, if we look at what is being rendered, yeah, so here's the widget title, and I expect that this widget title is going to say like Ultimate Plan. Okay, so this test is if the trial is active, we're going to return, this returns a string. So we have i18n widget title, so we can have a look at what this widget title is. So it is trials, and it has plan name trial. That's why we couldn't find ultimate, because it's the same thing that works for any of our plans. And this part is going to replace okay, I was going to remove the suffix. Okay, we don't need to know how this works. And the remaining days. So the problem that we have currently is to the left of the title we have a SVG for ultimate, and it is the problem. So that's what we're going to try to find. I think it's this one here. Okay, cool. So here we have the path, we have class, and I think all we need to do is just add a alt equals blank because it's an SVG, but we're going to test this. We're going to try to replicate it first. So we'll restart our GDK, we'll refresh the page to get our GDK running. So GDK is should already be running, and migrations are resolved. Okay, so when you first use this, you're gonna set up the root password. This is going to be a bit confusing for me as well on the plans, because the GDK, essentially what you're doing is you're running a self-hosted instance of GitLab on your own machine, is my understanding. And on a self-hosted instance you can have a license or no. So we're going to have a look at the licensing on here. This bit's very confusing because I think what's happening is different groups have different plans. We'll also, okay. So if we look at, let's have a look at Toolbox. And we want to have a look at the plan that this is on. I'm not sure where this is, so I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, this is not a part of the code base. I know very well, but yeah, you can come on this. I'll show you how I'll work it out. So we're going to look for plan. It's going to have something to do with the plan. We're going to look in the user settings. Well, we're probably going to have to look for the group settings. Okay, so this is group settings. Okay, great. So we should see what plan that we're on now, and we want to, so we're currently on the free plan, perfect, and what we want to do is start the ultimate free trial. Let's hope this works on the GDK. I'm just going to put in some test data. Oh, that's my personal phone number. Great. Yeah, so this is not going to work because we don't have the runner running. Because this is connecting to a separate API. So what we might have to do is just create, like, mock this. So there's a couple ways we could do this. One way we could do it is we can look at previous merge requests and look for instructions on how to test this. So this is the view component that we want to test, what we want to look at is the last change that's made. Alright, great. This is perfect because it's also an accessibility issue. So what we're going to do is look at this merge request. This is all happening through GitLens, if you want to check it out. Great. This is the merge request, the previous merge request for fixing the progress bar. So we can look at what's changed. Okay, cool. And we're probably going to do a pretty similar thing. But what I really want to do is this. How do we set up and validate locally? Because the same thing of how to set up for this merge request is going to be the same for mine, because I found it. This is the last change that was made to this piece of code. The further you go back in terms of merge requests, then the more out of date this information is going to be. So, yeah, great. So in line 156, we want to change the if statement. If show trial status widget, we want to change it to if the sidebar, if the user is logged in. Okay, I don't know why we don't just change it to true, but that also works. So we'll change it to this. I assume there's a good reason. And then we're going to change lines 19 to 29 of this. Oh, that's of the super sidebar, sorry. And then we're going to change the trial status widget to this. Great. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do is change the super sidebar view. I'm going to check out a new branch for this before. So this is a little trick. I'm just going to use this branch now. I'm just going to copy it and then make it here. Cool, so now we're on our new branch. We're going to follow the instructions. So in super sidebar.view, we're going to change line 156. Yeah, it's a little bit out of date, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll find it. So we can look for the text. This is what we actually want to change. Right. And then the second thing we want to do is in the component that we're actually changing. I'm going to change lines 19 to 29 with this. Oh, great. So this information is usually, yeah, so it's slightly out of date because I don't know why, but it's fine. We can understand how this works. So what I expect is trial days used is set as an empty object to start, and these are all injected. Okay. So instead of injecting them, I guess we're gonna just add yeah, we're gonna add this default information. That hasn't quite gone to plan. Oh, because it's got these extra 3 backticks. Okay, great. So we've removed something here, which I don't think we probably should, or we probably didn't mean to. So we'll change it back. Okay, so now we're gonna inspect the accessibility tree. I guess that's on just about any page. So let's test it. Great, so now we're on a ultimate trial. So we're going to have a look at the inspect tool. We're going to have a look at the accessibility of this image. So we're looking for this SVG. I think it's in the span. Great. Okay, so now we've found it. Now we can see it running. Now I'm going to read what it is we actually have to do, because I don't know how these work. But so find the findings and the recordings from here, and we're going to look for like ultimate on the page. Alright. Right. So here is findings, and what we want to do is hide the SVG graphic from the accessibility tree. I don't know how to do that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at this example because it's already completed, and I'm going to have a look at the changes, and I'm going to copy what it does. So we're going to add an empty alt tag. Okay. So that should be here, I think. Let's see. Attribute value should be marked for translation. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think it's also going to require this array hidden true. I'm going to test these out anyway. Yeah, so that's all that's changed here is array hidden true plus an empty alt. So we're going to, yeah, I don't know why this is giving us an error. We can search for other, other times in our code base where we've mentioned it. Great, so this is actual best practices in our documentation. Cool. So images with accessible names. This is an example. So a decorative image that is hidden from screen readers, like this ultimate SVG, because the screen reader doesn't need to read it out. It should have it should have colon alt empty string. So we'll go back to our code, and instead of this is the changes, the changes from the previous. Oh, there's way too many here. I'm just going to close everything, open it again. But I can't remember what it was called. Alright. Trial status widget. Alright, so I think maybe we'll be able to fix this by adding the colon, maybe no. Read the best practices again. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why this says like we can do it in the best practices, but also we're getting an error. So vbind is missing expression. I don't know. Let's check to see just if we have array hidden true what difference this makes. Okay, so now we have array hidden true. What I want to know is, does this mean that the screen reader will not read it out? I don't know how to use a screen reader, so we're going to look it up. Looks like a third-party app. Yeah, I don't think this is right. Okay, cool. Control Alt Z. So I'm on a Mac. This is from Chrome, so maybe it is right. Maintenance mode, no new additions. I don't think this is right. Alright, let's what is open in reading mode? Oh gosh, I have no idea what that is. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to Google it again. Chrome accessibility screen reader, surely. Use the built-in screen reader. It's for a Chromebook. Screen reader, maybe it's just for Mac. Turn on voiceover with Command F5. Okay. Great.
Voice link. Ultimate trial day 5/404 image. Administrator /epic test. GitLab. Web load. Copy commit SHA. Initial commit 3 months ago. Personal computer. 404 administrator /epic test. GitLab. Web copy commit SHA. Initial commit 3 months visited. Link prime but at vis link. Ultimate trial current page. Vis link. Ultimate trial day 5/30. Primary navigation. Ultimate trial. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Control Option Space.
Alright, that's good because it didn't read out the SVG, and I think it probably
Visual Studio Chrome
does.
Administrator /epic test. GitLab. Code. Voiceover off.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is just stash my changes to see like what does it look like on the master branch. Then I'm going to refresh my page, make sure. Of course, the ultimate trial is not going to show up, so that's not going to work. So we'll bring our changes back, and I'm just going to undo this tiny change. Okay, so now we should have the same information. Sorry, we should still have the ultimate pop up. Yep, great. But we haven't got hidden. So what I expect to happen now is if we use the screen reader.
Voice. Deft personal computer. Link. Current page. Visit link. Ultimate trial day 5/30. Primary navigation. Ultimate trial. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Control Option Space. Menu. 15 items. Menu. 15 items in closing menu. Link. Leaving administrator epic test. GitLab. Entering IMG SRC equals assets illustrations golden tanuki A88 at 49. SVG width equals 16 class equals SVG. Cell. less than IMGSRC leaving. IMGSRC equals assets illustrations golden tanuki A88 link prop up at cert link. Ultimate trial day 5/30. Ultimate trial. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Control Option Space. Current page. Link. Ultimate trial day 5/30. Primary voiceover off.
Okay, so the screen reader isn't reading it anyway. So I'm just going to have a look at the recordings again and try to understand what the problem is. Okay, so this is what we're trying to fix. So we're inauthenticated because the user is logged in. So we're going to have a look in Mac, Safari, VoiceOver, I guess. You can only see 2/3 of this because
Primary navigation. Navigation. Link. Next. Primary navigation sidebar. Expanded. Primary navigation sidebar. Expanded button. Create new button. Create new expanded new issue. Link. Level 2 of 2. You are current link. Administrator at root. End of list. Do list 1.
skip through.
You are currently on a link. Merge requests 1 button. Merge requests 1 expanded button. Merge requests 1 collapsed button. Merge requests 1 expanded button. List 1 item. You are currently list merge requests 273 0 EA6
Okay,
link.
great.
Golden underscore Tanuki A88 at 492B 973 0 EA6B 2300.
Yeah, so this is the problem. This is why it's inaccessible. But yeah, I'm not noticing that when I revert my change, which I would expect. Just going to make sure what other changes have we got in here. So this one, this is the this comes from the migration. You can destroy it. I don't know why this is here, so I'm going to destroy this, remove it. So super sidebar, the only thing we've changed is I want you to show me the trial status widget. Then we've given some default information. And this is that long name that's read out. Okay. And then we haven't changed anything else. So maybe this is fixed on master. That's I don't know why it would be, but or maybe it's because it's in Safari. So we can try open it in Safari. Okay. Cool. I don't remember the password. I'm going to look that one up off screen. Give me a second. Okay. So back to Safari. Yeah, save it. Alright, great. So now we're going to turn on the voiceover again.
Voiceover on Safari. Admin primary merge search or go to pinned expanded search or go to button. You are currently on a pinned expanded button search or go to button. You are current menu 17 items. Closing menu pinned expanded but unpin issues unpin merge request unpin pinned search or go to merge administrate merge search or go to button. You are currently on a button. To click this button. 404 image. Dismiss. The auto DevOps pipeline has been enabled and will be used if no alter. Search or go to button. Pinned. Expand plan. Deep op mon set help button and actions but start mon opera deep sick build plan man unpin pinned expanded button search unpin merge requests unpin issues button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control Option Space. Press Control Option Command unpin issues. Pinned. Search or go to button. You are current Chrome. Twitch, Google, one share, conventional comments button, menu pop up, visited, link, primary button, visit, merge, link, link, up, current, pinned, link, on pin issues, button, link, issues 0. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Control, Option, Space.
Okay, so this seems like an issue as well because on Windows, on Mac, on Chrome, it's not. Sorry, on Mac, on Safari, it's not. You can't tab into issues. You can only tab into the pin. You can also not tab into the ultimate trial, so that's another problem.
Safari, add pinned, expanded, on deep op, and setting, hell, and to menu, start, action, copy, commit, as main, administ, merge, plan, man, on pin, merge request 0, button, 2. You are currently on a text element, voiceover off.
Okay. I don't know why we can't voice over this link. So if the trial is active, which is determined by if this gives us a actual string, and it does because we've added the plan name. Yeah, you just got this, right? It's very strange. So in this screen reader, we're looking at Mac, Safari, VoiceOver. So this should be the same.
Copy project ID button. Clickable merge request project file, or / for project search. Search location switch on. Edit profile link. Button. Expand projects, new group link. N. Out of list in GitLab list with 9 items manage button collapsed. 1 item issue. Ultimate trial day 5/3010 link ultimate trial, projects, clickable navigation landmark, clickable ultimate trial day 5/3010 link ultimate.
Okay, so we're gonna use the NVIDIA speech reader, so that it's exactly the same as this, and then I'll also make a comment in the issue to say that I can't alt tab. So I don't know how to use the NVIDIA screen reader either. Let's work it out. What is our Chrome gone? Oh, it's full screen. It's only available for Windows right now. There are some good reasons you might want to use it on a Mac. This is why, for accessibility testing. And okay. We're gonna try it here. I don't like this. Okay, so we have a few options. One is to like ask the person who did this test, which is Jeremy. How do we redo it? But we're not going to be able to screen read it. It's nothing to do with screen reader anyway because we can't tap into it. So if we tab around this page to navigate by keyboard, come on. Alright, I can't navigate by keyboard at all now. I'm gonna refresh. Come on. Okay. Why can't I tab? There's more things to tap through than this. This is what I would expect to see, to be able to tab through everything. On Safari, seems I can't. Although I did before, so. How odd. I'm just going to close Safari and open it again. I don't know why this is acting the way it is. It doesn't seem right. Okay, so we're accessing this web page as we would any other, as anyone would with a keyboard, and we can only change this item. How frustrating. I mean, this doesn't exist within this is only here because we've got it on like debug mode, but still. So we're going to turn the voiceover back on.
Void primary navigation. Create new. Administrator use merge search or go to pinned expanded button search or go to. Day 5 / Ultimate Golden Tanuki A88 at 492 B973 A0 A6 B2316 B12 E3 A76 E4 E926 B3 B217 DC 94 milliseconds / 98 button.
Cool.
You are currently on a button. Voiceover off.
So what I did there is use the keyboard arrow keys. The main thing is we replicated it, and so we can test the fix. So the fix that I think will, the first thing we do ARIA hidden, which means like we're going to hide it for screen readers. Okay, so now we're going to refresh this page. So I did Command Shift R here, and it's given us something else. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to refresh. I don't know how to use Safari, obviously. So we're going to turn on voice navigation again.
Voiceover on Safari. Administrator / Epic. Primary. Create. Admin. Merge request. Search or go. Pinned. Expand. Search or go to. Visited. Link. Ultimate Trial Day 5 / Search or go to. Button. Safari. Search or go to. New line. Golden Tanuki A88 at 492 B973 A0 A6 B2 105 PG. You are currently on a text element. Okay. You are currently on a button. To click this button. Voiceover off.
So we're going to, so that didn't work. But I'm just going to make sure that like the pages, like my change did do something. Surely we can open it. Okay, I'm just going to do it in Chrome. So I'm just going to inspect it. ARIA hidden true. Okay, and then, so I think what it needs is an alt tag that says nothing. but that doesn't go with the linting. So maybe my linting is wrong, or maybe the instructions are wrong. But we're going to work it out anyway. So I'm just going to refresh one more time and make sure that this isn't my problem.
Prime create admin merge search or go to pinned expand link new visited link new line golden tanuki A88 at 492 B973 a 0 voiceover off.
Okay, so we're going to add alt is nothing. Then we're going to refresh again. Actually refresh this time. Voiceover on.
900 button. See total. 50 get ad create admin merge search pinned search to visited link up link new line search or go visited link search or golden tanuki A link new line golden tanuki A88 at 492 B973 a 0 A6 B2316 B12 E3 a 76 E4 E926 B3 B217 DC 26 D01 a 57033 C9948 SVG image link new line.
Okay.
You are currently on a text element inside of a link.
Let's try text.
Code not code Safari administrator / epic test GitLab window ultimate trial. You are currently on a text admin computer to primary navigation add request primary add merge search or go to button pinned expanded search or go to visited link ultimate search or go to button Safari 81 millisecond leave new tab 58 48 millisecond / 3 button 8 code plan man unpinned search or go to visited link ultimate try search or go to but test image you are you new line test image search or go to space visit you new line test image search or go to button visited link ultimate
image.
trial day 5 search or go to test image link new line. You are currently on a text element inside of a link.
So test image, so that does
Voiceover off.
So now what we need to do is work out how do we have an empty alt tag. What I'd like to see is these best practices again. So I'd expect to see this elsewhere in the code base, and then we can see, like, does it need something special? I don't know. Okay. I mean, this seems like our only reference. Which doesn't seem right. Okay, here we go. Great. Okay, so this one works. And we're going to copy the same. Oops. So hopefully it'll work in ours. Alright, let's open these side by side and see how they're different. So this is an image, this is an image. We have the source. So the alt goes before the source. Okay. I doubt this is a problem, but maybe it is. I don't know. Okay. Oh, this one. This is disabling the attribute strings. So if we have this here, it's just a comment that disables the linting. So now we should be able to refresh and try again.
71 millisecond primary navigation add request create at merge search or go to pinned expanded search or go to visited link alt link new line L A R T E T L U new line. You are currently on a text element. Inside Golden Tanuki A88 at 492 B973 A0 A6 B2316 B12 E3 A76 E4 E926 B3 B200 Search or go to button. Safari. Search or go to new line. Golden Tanuki A88 at 4 code is not responding. Code ready. You are currently on a text element. Name. Readme MD. Initial commit. 3 months ago. Primary navigation. Add request. Primary. Create. Add. Pinned. Search or go to. Button. Visited. Link. Ultimate trial day. Link. Ultimate trial. Golden Tanuki A88 at 492 B973 A0 A6 B2316 B12 E3 A76 E4 E926 B3 B217 Voiceover off.
How frustrating. So this has got aria true. Alt is empty string. I don't know why it's not working. So I'm gonna do a general search. For accessibility. Okay, does the image contain text? No, it doesn't. Is the image used in a link? Would it be hard or impossible to understand what the link is if the image wasn't there? Okay, so it is part of a link, but it's not needed. So we're going to say no. Does the image contribute to meaning on the page or context? No. Is it purely decorative? Yeah. If it is, it's an empty alt attribute. See decorative images. Cool. Okay, so the suggestion here is use an empty alt, but that's not what is actually happening. So here we could test this page in Safari. If the page on accessibility doesn't do this properly, then I don't know what to do next.
Voiceover on Safari. Decorative Images Vertical Line Web Accessibility Initiative. Web example. You are currently on a text element. Submit search button. Submit search button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press example. You are currently on a text heading level 1. 2 items. Link. Decorative Images Vertical Line Web example. You are currently visited. Link. Crocus bulbs. You are new line. Crocus.jpg new line. Crocus.jpg image.
Okay, so this has an empty alt tag and it's reading out the source. And this is on the accessibility website. So I don't know what else.
Link. C. Crocus.jpg image. Link. C. You are new line. Crocus.jpg image. Link. C. You are currently on a text element.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is record this screen. I'm going to mark it as a comment. Let's see what Jeremy has to say about it, because he's the designer, and then I'm going to try again to test it with the NVDA. Okay.
Voiceover off.
So I think these two changes fulfills the what is needed in this MR. So I'm going to make sure. Let's download this Assistive Labs. Okay. Oh. No, well, I shouldn't show you my password, should it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to check my email off screen. Okay. Well, what I want it for is oh, here we go. Mac to PC keyboard settings. Shift. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Okay, so this test is done in this says Mac Safari voiceover. But in here, oh, it also says Mac Safari voiceover.
116B12E3 76EE4E 926B3B 217 DC26D01 of 57033 C9948 SVG Ultimate Trial Day 5/30. Alt current page visited link S sample.
Okay, so we're gonna find that similar issue, and we're gonna find the recordings. Okay, cool. So we can have a look at like this oh, what is this called? I don't know. An accessibility tree. Review logged out marketing header and accessibility tree. Great. What is the accessibility tree? Alright, so we're just going to follow this. Styles, computer layout, accessibility. Okay. So it's going to be here. Here is the link. Generic. And this is ignored, which is what we want it to do. Okay, so we're going to take a screenshot of this. So this is Alt and then nothing. Is that what is expected, or should it say? So this will say Alt is this is the equivalent to Alt is equal to true. So maybe what we need, because we're saying like we want it to be an empty string, not that's why we need to have colon, and then this ESLint disable might have to disable this rule instead. Okay, we're just going to test it and see if it great doesn't work. Can't be empty. That's stupid, but maybe it'll. Alright, let's try. Alright, so it's still the same, so it doesn't make any difference. What I'd like to do is see the merge request for this and see how Scott did it here. Yeah, so when you're working on things like this, remember it is possible to just ask people like Scott. You can ask him in this. You can just write a comment here, or and tag Scott. Yeah, and he's going to get a notification, and you can ask him. But what I want to know is like the screen recordings before and after. So I'm particularly interested in Mac Safari voiceover. It's only 19 seconds, so that's good.
Voiceover on application. Safari. System has new. Visited. Link. Homepage. Complementary. You are currently on a link. Navigation sidebar. Visited. Link. Homepage. You are currently on a link. To visited. Link. Skip to main content. Visited. Link. Homepage. Complementary. You are currently on a link. Navigation sidebar. Visited. Link. Homepage.
Okay, and then after.
Voiceover on Safari. To-do list. GitLab. Visited. Link. Homepage. Complementary. Navigation site. Create new. Search. But administrator. Visited link. Homepage. You are currently on a link.
Okay. They seem the same to me. I don't really understand why. So what I'm gonna do is I might push these changes and then ask Scott or Jeremy for advice on if it's correct, because I haven't dealt with many accessibility things, and then we'll be able to tell. So I'm just gonna go through this. Yeah, feel free to ask questions as we go. Okay, so first thing I want to do is record the screen. And then we're going to have the voiceover.
Leaving DevTools. Entering Administrator Epic Test. GitLab current page. Link. Ultimate Trial Day 5/30. Primary navigation. Navigation. Ultimate Trial. You are currently on a link. To click this link, press Control, Option, Space. Application. Close. But Chrome. Application. Voiceover off.
Okay, so I think that's quite the same as what it was previously, but we'll do a test. And then I'm also going to show the recording on Safari.
Voiceover on primary screen. Admit, merge, search or go to button. 2. Visited link. Ultimate Trial Day 5/30. Search or link. Ultimate new line. Golden search or go to. Visited link. Search or go to button. Safari. Search or go to. New line. Golden Tanuki A88 at 492 B973 A0 A6 B2. Visited link. Crocus bulbs. Complementary. Application. Close button. You. Safari. Application. Markup button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control, Option, Space.
Okay, so
Window. System dialog. You are currently on a button. To click this button, markup button. Safari. Decorative images. Leaving decorative image. Leaving toolbar. Entering decorative images. Web accessibility initiative. Way. Application. Close. Safari. Application. Markup button. You are currently on a button. To click this example. You are currently on a button. Window. System dialog. Safari. Decorative images. Vertical line. Web access. Visited. Link. Crocus bulbs. You are currently on a link. To click this link. Code. You are submit search button. Search. Leaving close tab button. Actions available. Link. You are currently on a text element. Scroll area. You are currently on a leaving scroll area. Entering toolbar. Application. Close. Safari. Example. You are currently on a button. Window. System dialog. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control, Option, Safari. Decorative images. Vertical line. Web accessibility initiative. Way. A. M. P. L. E. Visited. Link. Crocus bulbs. New line. Crocus.jpg image. Application. Close. Safari. Application. Markup button. You are currently on a button. To voiceover off.
Okay, since this is the accessibility site on how to do this, and they're just acting the same way as what we've implemented, I think it's probably correct, but it doesn't seem right. So I'm just going to lay it out in the merge request. Okay, so they were the changes. That's with changes. So I also want to record without the changes, so I can list it out in the merge request, so it's easy for the reviewers to read. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to push the code. I'm going to create the merge request. Then I'm going to check out master again, and I'm going to re-record. It's not quite in order, but that's okay. So I don't want to commit these changes. So I'm going to revert them. I think we did that here, but I don't remember how. Revert selected range. Great. So now all we're doing is adding empty alt, we're adding aria hidden true, we're adding ESLint disable, all good. Oh, the other thing I want to check before we do that. Come on. Is the accessibility tree. I don't know if I took a screenshot of this or not. That will do, and then we'll also get that screenshot in master. Okay. Yeah, when we do it in master, we'll also have to add this, so maybe it's easier if we just do it now. I'm going to copy my changes so then it's a little bit easier. Hopefully I'll just be able to like undo. Anyway, so if we revert this change, now this is the equivalent to what we have on the master branch, except that we can see the trial easily. So I'm going to refresh. I'm going to do the voice recording, the voiceover recording, and I'm also going to check the accessibility tree. Okay, so you can see it says generic image, so that is that's the problem that we're trying to avoid. Yeah. So I think this is going to be much the same, but if we record.
Voice. Personal primary navigation. Visited. Link. Link. Image. Link. Help. Link. Link. Pin. Link. Search or go to. Link. Ultimate trial day 5/30. Ultimate trial. You are currently on a link. To click application. Close. Button. Chrome. Application. Markup button. You are visual. Google Chrome administrator epic test. GitLab. Chrome. Administrator / epic test. GitLab. Google Chrome. James. Mission control. 8 items. Spaces bar. Group. Google Chrome administrator epic test. Link. Alt. Safari. Administrator / epic test. GitLab. Window. Toolbar. You are currently on a application. Close button. Safari. Administrator / epic test. GitLab. Merge. Search or pinned. Expanded. Search or go to. 2. Link. Golden Tanuki A88 at 492 B973 A0 A6 B2316 B. Link. New line. You are currently on a text element. Inside application. Close. But Safari. Application. Markup button. Voiceover off.
Okay, I think that'll do. Okay, so now we're going to revert the changes so we can actually push this to master. We also might need to fix some tests, but we'll check. Unstage. No, not unstage. Revert. Yeah, cool. And then revert everything in here. So I want to check the test of this. So we're going to copy the name, we're going to have a look at the test. That's where we started. And when it says something to do with Ultimate Trial Day 1, we might want to add a test to say, like, does it have a empty alt tag, and is it hidden? Let's check to see if other changes like this are tested. So I'm going to look for ARIA hidden in anything that has the name spec, because that's what we use for tests. .javascript. Right. So this one here, what it does is it's checking to make sure it shows an image, and it's making sure that the ARIA is hidden. True. There's only a couple of, well, there's only a couple of these tests, but they are new, so I guess we'll also do this, huh? Let's see how difficult it is at least. So what we need to do is get the icon. Ugh, that's a bit messy. I don't want to add a test ID. So this has a test ID of widget menu. So maybe we can just look for the SVG. But also this is going to have an SVG. So maybe it's not worth it. Maybe not at this stage anyway. We can also see what our reviewer says. Okay. Okay, so does the test, do the test, check to see that we're rendering the icon? Because if it doesn't even do that, then I'm not going to add anything. Nav. Okay, so that's the nav icon. Yeah, I don't think the test is even rendering the it's not checking to see if the logo is there anyway, so yeah, that's fine. We're gonna leave it. Cool. So to say fix accessibility. Spell accessibility. Okay. So it's important to remember that commits need to start with a capital. So now we're going to push. And yeah, I'm on the community branch also, so it should be the same. This might fail because I didn't do bundle install. We'll see. You need to do bundle install every time you update the master branch because new things might be added, but it looks like we got away with it. Give me a sec. Alright, so now I'm just going to type this out. It's not going to be super interesting, so I'll post the link if you'd like to see it. So what we're going to do is ask these questions to Scott and Jeremy and see what their opinions are and see how much more we need to do on this. Yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching.